Hi, this is Jason Mott, closer for the 2011 St. Louis Cardinals, and you're listening to WICR.
Hello, everyone. We are back again for our final segment, our weekly pick'em. It is time to see what the fellas have in the NBA, and since spring break is next week, we're gonna have a double dose, 2 weeks of picks coming up for you this week. So a lot to get to in the pick'em. The standings going. First place, talking right now, 22-13, 5-2 last week. Armand and Sean are tied 1 game back, right on my tail. Wait until I get some separation this week, though, at 21-14.
And then he woke up.
Okay, all right. So anyway, let's get down to business. We've got 14 action-packed games coming up for you this week. 14, yes.
That means I'm gonna go 11-3.
In his dreams.
And Ian's gonna go 8-6.
In your dreams. Anyway, first game we got tonight: the Houston Rockets and the Chicago Bulls. Where are we going, fellas?
Who's home? Chicago?
Yeah, it is in Chicago at the United Center.
I'm gonna go with the Rockets. Chicago, they looked horrible the other night against San Antonio. Houston played a really hard game against OKC. A lot of emotions were flying in that game between Patrick Beverley and Russell Westbrook.
That's what I want to see.
Break out.
I love that. I'm tired of this buddy ball.
No, yeah, it's simply the Rockets are become a better defensive team this year. Chicago's always been nobly known for their defense. They are a defensive-minded team. So this is going to be a low-scoring game. James Harden's not going to put up James Harden-like numbers. He's going to struggle in this game, but the Rockets will find a way to get it done.
Sean?
I got to go with the Rockets as well. Bulls win when the game is slowed down and played at their pace, but the Rockets will see to it that this game's intensity is definitely rapid.
I gotta agree with you guys. I know unfortunately I gotta agree with you. As I said last week, the Rockets.
He doesn't want to pick up a loss. That's why.
The Rockets are my team to rise in the second half of the season, so I can't pick against them. 7-3 in their last 10. Houston takes this game.
I think we should let Ian pick first because he's trying to hear our picks and he's gonna base it off us.
Well, obviously I'm doing better than you guys.
By a game.
Right. So still better. All right. So we've got Friday night, tomorrow night, Memphis Grizzlies at the Toronto Raptors, going north of the border. Would you like me to pick this one first? I'll pick this one first, and I'm going with Toronto.
Why is that?
Well, they're leading their division, and they're home in this game. 7-3 in their last 10. I just see the Raptors taking this game.
I want Toronto to win this game. Memphis is playing really good of late. Really good. One of the highest teams in the league. I'm going to go with Memphis on the road. I don't want them to win. It's not good for the Mavericks, but I think they're going to win. They're too big. Too big inside. Zach Randolph and Gasol are going to beat up Amir Johnson in the paint. And they're going to win. Tony Allen will guard DeRozan. They should win this game. Memphis.
I'm going with Zebo and the boys down in Memphis, too. Sorry, Toronto.
Time to open up a
Time to be tied with Ian Sachs.
Time to open up a 2-game lead there. All right, so now we move on to Saturday night. We have the Brooklyn Nets going down to our nation's capital to tip off against the Washington Wizards. The 5 and 6 seeds right now in the Eastern Conference, separated by a half game. Good contest coming up here. Where are we thinking here?
I'm going with Brooklyn. Right now, Brooklyn, they got a lot of guys that could beat you off the dribble. Versus, Washington has talent too, but nowhere near in comparison to Brooklyn. And right now, I feel like they're playing as efficient as people expected them, knocking off Miami yesterday, You know, their confidence is at an all-time high. You know, Paul Pierce's post-game interview practically stated that.
Sean, I'm going to have to disagree with you. I do not see Brooklyn coming up with 2 back-to-back big wins.
Okay.
Brooklyn's going to stay in the 6th seed. Washington, they're too quick, too fast, and mobile for this Brooklyn team. Just because Brooklyn did play a great game against the Heat, but they're not going to be able to contain John Wall. Bradley Beal's going to fight through screens, pop open for threes. It's gonna be a good game, but Washington's going to pull it out and stay in the 5 hole.
We'll see. We'll see.
Sean, I am going with you. I think that the Brooklyn Nets are absolutely coming into their own.
Thank you.
So what if they are playing a more athletic team and younger team in Washington, Armand? So what? They're too good, and they are going to win this game in the nation's capital.
And I'll be 1 game in front of Ian.
It is dreams.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So now we go up to Sunday. Good matchup here. Now we have in the Western Conference the 5 and 6 seeds squaring off against each other. The Golden State Warriors and the Portland Trail Blazers in Portland. I will go first here, and I will take the Golden State Warriors.
Very good pick, Ian.
Portland's lost their last 4. They're struggling recently. I see Golden State taking this game on the road.
I also see Golden State taking this game on the road, you know, with David Lee and Andrew Bogut. It didn't look good for Portland last night when LaMarcus Aldridge went down in San Antonio, so...
You know what also doesn't help this Portland team? They're going through the last 4 games they've played in elite teams. They have not had a break. They have not played an easy team like the Jazz or someone they can take lightly and just get that win back in their mindset, you know, and get back on that winning streak. But I'm gonna go with Golden State too. They had a tough game last night against the Clippers, but Golden State's been playing. They were my hot team to rise in the last radio show, and they're gonna stay that way. They're gonna rise and they're gonna surpass Portland.
All right, so we are all in agreement there. Now for Monday we move back to the Eastern Conference. Again, another matchup of 2 teams that are right back to back in playoff seeding. We've got Charlotte hosting Atlanta, the 7 and 8 seeds in the Eastern Conference. What a game! I mean, both teams are under 500. But again, a pivotal matchup as the season winds down. Who are we taking here?
You said the game's in Atlanta, right?
No, the game is in Charlotte.
Game is in Charlotte. All right, Sean, you go, because I don't want you to base it off my thing.
I'm gonna go with Kemba and the boys this time.
Man,
I just don't see Atlanta being productive at all, and I look at Charlotte simply as a more productive team, talent-wise.
Al Jefferson, man,
Yeah.
he's been killing it.
Al Jefferson, exactly, killing it. You know, in that LeBron 61-point game, it overshadowed his 39.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Charlotte too. Believe it or not, Charlotte is one of the hottest teams since the All-Star break. Many people forget, would not think of this, but they are, and they're one of the best teams at home. At home, I think they're 8-2 at home since the All-Star break. Some crazy like that. And I'm gonna have to go with Charlotte.
As much I was really looking at Atlanta here. Really
take 'em.
looking at Atlanta.
Take Paul Millsap.
I want to take them, but the one stat that's looking to me, they're 10 and 24 on the road.
It's not playoff bound basketball.
Nope.
No. They're 2 and 8 in their last 10. Everything's telling me to take Charlotte, but I'm going with Atlanta.
Oh, Ian.
I'm going with Atlanta.
That boy, Ian.
Fall
Farther
back.
than standing.
I'm going with Atlanta. They're going to pick up a win, and I'll shut you guys.
If you think about it, they need this win because the Knicks are catching them.
Exactly.
They need this win.
They are in desperate need of this win. So they'll take it on the road. Now
We'll see.
Now we go Tuesday night. Not such a basketball-wise, not such a good matchup, but a great storyline here. The Miami Heat and LeBron James going back to Cleveland.
Yeah.
Well, I'm taking the Heat. I just think that they're just too good, and they'll win it on the road.
I think the Heat are gonna win this game, but LeBron's gonna have a hard game. I think Kyrie, so they try to prove a statement that Cleveland, I'm your new LeBron, and I'm gonna try and bring us back to the playoffs. And I think Kyrie and the Cavaliers are gonna leave it all on the floor. It's gonna be a tough game, but LeBron, Wade, and Bosh, the dynamic trio, they'll get it done because simply they're a better team.
Yeah, you're right
It's
about.
gonna be a tough game though.
You're right about Cleveland putting it all on the floor. They're just not gonna win. Miami's taking this game point blank. Period.
It's gonna be a tough game though. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
it's gonna be a good game.
that's true. That's true. So now we go to Wednesday night. We have the Indiana Pacers visiting the New York Knicks, a rematch of last year's Eastern Conference semifinals. That what went the distance? I believe, right? 7 games or
Who are you talking about?
Pay attention.
No, I
Pay
want to see if my
attention.
mic was on. I didn't know if my mic was on.
Pay attention. Pacers Knicks playoff series last year. It went either 6 or 7.
Six.
6. That's right.
Sad series, man. I had to turn the TV off and say a prayer.
All right. So that's our Wednesday game at Madison Square Garden. I'm going with Indiana. They're just too good. I know the Knicks need the win to get into playoff contention. Right now they're sitting 3 games out, but they're not going to get this win against Indiana.
Yeah,
I think the Knicks would have a better chance winning this game on the road than they do at home because they're horrible at home. I don't know what it is. Maybe they just play with teams when they're at home. They think that they're going to win by shooting highly inconsistent shots, but Indiana's going to win this game. They're struggling. They won a game the other night. They were recently on a losing streak of 4 games. They're going to win this game, Indiana.
Yeah, they're definitely going to win this game. I love Indiana right now. You know, Andrew Bynum had a productive 16 minutes for them the other night, and with the acquisition of Evan Turner, basically the New York Knicks, no chance.
So now that would usually wrap up our pick'em, but since we are not here next week, we've got another slate of 7 games to go, and we are running short on time, so got to make sure we go through these economically. Next Thursday night, we've got the Washington Wizards visiting the Portland Trail Blazers, going to the Pacific Northwest, and who are we taking?
Portland will get this win. This is a tough game, but not as tough as the Western opponents that they've been losing to recently. But this is a game Portland will play it tough, but they'll outdo their competitor in Washington and get the win.
Yeah, not an easy battle for Portland. Nonetheless, a lot easier than what they're enduring right now. So Portland should definitely get a W on the board.
I guess I'm agreeing with you guys.
Coming to your senses.
I mean, Portland 24-8 at home. They're in desperate need of a little easier opponent than all those elite teams in the West. And while Washington is no pushover, Portland will pick up a W in this game. Now we go a good defensive contest in the East. We've got the Chicago Bulls visiting the Indiana Pacers on Monday night, and a division game. I just see Indiana taking it. Indiana's 8-2 in the division, 30-4 at home. I just think they're just too good.
Yeah, Indiana's going to win this game. They're playing at home. Enough said. Indiana.
Yeah, the field house is that's it. That's a factor right there. Chicago plays hard, but
Final score of this game is going to be like 80-76, though.
yeah, it's going to be a
Really
low-scoring
low.
game. Both teams like to keep it at a slow pace.
Saturday night, the San Antonio Spurs go to Oracle to face the Golden State Warriors. Rematch of last year's Western Conference semifinals, which the Spurs took in 6, and the Warriors really showed that they could be a top team in the Western Conference. But I have to go with my San Antonio Spurs. I just love the Spurs. I think they're playing at an absolutely high level right now, and Greg Popovich exceptional coach.
Yeah, most definitely. I'm gonna go with San Antonio. Ever since Kawhi Leonard has been back in the lineup, they've went 8-0 after last night's win. They're 8-0 since his return. They're starting to get healthy for the playoffs. This is gonna be a playoff marquee matchup, and the Spurs are gonna get it done.
Yeah, that's a good stat right there. 8-0 since Kawhi Leonard's return. One of my favorite small forwards in the game right now. And I feel like the San Antonio Spurs, this won't be easy, but they should definitely win this game. Well, not definitely, but
No, yeah, it's gonna be a tough game.
it's going to be a tough game, but I expect them to win nonetheless.
Now we move on to Sunday the 23rd. We've got the Brooklyn Nets going to Dallas to play Armand's Dallas Mavericks. Who do we see taking this game, fellas?
Brooklyn at Dallas.
Yep.
I'm gonna go with Dallas. Dallas Mavericks are not a bad team at home. I'm gonna go with Dallas. Vince Carter off the bench. Devin Harris. Rick Carlisle puts a strong emphasis on the bench, and they'll get it done. Dirk will bring his A game, and they'll just get it done. I see this win.
I see this also. I'm going to agree with Mr. Monsanity over here. You know, as much as I love the way the Brooklyn Nets are playing right now, Dallas Mavericks should get this at home. They're consistent.
As much as Dallas needs this, right now
Take Brooklyn, Ian. Do it.
right now they are
Take another loss, Ian.
they are tied or percentage points behind Memphis for the 7th seed in the Western Conference.
0.2%. It's crazy.
I am going with the visitors in this contest, the Brooklyn Nets.
And that is where you tragically fall.
And as much as Armand is going to be crying when Brooklyn wins, they're just really coming together and playing really well now, and they're going to take this win. So we've got 3 more games on the slate, and all are great matchups. Monday the 24th, the Portland Trail Blazers take their talents to South Beach and play the Miami Heat.
Miami. Miami.
I think it's unanimous. You know, the Heat.
Miami.
I want to say Portland, but I'm going to say Miami.
Yeah, I think that the Heat are just playing at a they're the champs, and but Portland
They need to get their act together if they want to catch Indiana. So games like this, they need to win.
Right, exactly.
Running out of games here.
You can't give them a bypass now.
Two games back of
Indiana. 15 to go.
2 games back of Indiana with right about 15 games to go. So now we go Oklahoma City visiting the Dallas Mavericks on Tuesday the 25th. I'm taking the visitors. I am taking the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Dallas cannot beat 2 teams the last 2 years. Those two teams are the San Antonio Spurs and the Oklahoma City Thunder. And I'm going to have to go with Ian here. I'm picking against my boys, OKC.
I'm picking, with you guys, so I'm going to go with OKC. Point blank, period. Young, athletic. Russell Westbrook's going to go at everybody. Plays with the rage I like. And that's it.
And now we've got one more matchup, and what a matchup it is. Rematch of the Eastern Conference Finals that won 7 games. The Miami Heat going to the Fieldhouse, Indiana Pacers. Who are we taking in this game?
Indiana Pacers.
I want to take Indiana, but Miami's going to win this game. This game right here is going to be who bears first place. This is it right here. That game is it. And I think Miami, when it's all said and done, they want that first seed, and they're going to get it.
Yeah,
Miami.
True. Indiana's hungry, though. I don't know.
No, it's a good pick. Either team could win. It's really hard to pick this pick.
I'm really stuck on this game. You know what? I'm going to pick a tie. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Same football, man.
I think that you have to give it to the home team, the Indiana Pacers. I know that the Heat absolutely really want it, but I think that the Pacers want to show that.
Actually, can I change my pick?
Actually,
no, I can't. No, I'll take Miami. I'll take Miami. I'll stick with them.
Take Miami and take the loss, okay?
I'll stick with them.
So, anyway, that is it for our show today. We will see how all of these games turn out, and we will not be on the air next week because of spring break. Everybody have a good, safe spring break, and we'll be right back here 2 weeks from now for another installment of AM Sports with Sachs, Madeo, and Edwards.
Stay
Take care.
classy, LaPenta.
Stay classy, folks. Holla at your boy.